I press the button.
Wow.
It's not so much that it needs to be done, but it is going to happen.
Well,
It's a little Easter egg for those that know.
it's a shitty Easter, man.
Yep.
It's
Right, for those that know.
Happy Easter. You heard my delay there for a
I
second.
did.
It was
happy,
good.
happy.
Don't worry about the delay. I get you delays right here.
What are you, Delta? Air Alaska?
No, what was that one, Dennis?
Kind of
Was that Delta? No, who? No, who was that? Who we were...
Oh, it starts
flare.
Well,
Flare.
no, Flair was the one that picked us up after, wasn't it? What was the one we were waiting for?
Oh, it was always flare.
Oh,
That never changed.
newsflash, asshole! It was
Flare
Flair the whole
time.
time. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
about right.
I wish someone else would have picked us up and flown us somewhere other than Vancouver at 3 o'clock in the morning. But Infinite, what's up? What are you carrying?
What are you, Karen?
What? Are you Karen?
Well, it's kind of pants dependent with Infinite at this point, right? So,
Mm,
I
Like,
mean, he does
if they're
travel to
there or
other
not?
countries, but pants are still dependent there. Like, it's, yeah.
Look, anybody that wears pants because they want to, I don't fuck with those people.
I mean, I'm not
I wear
telling.
pants because I have to.
I'm not telling you how to do your business, but I've got some fluffy pajama pants on right now, and they are super comfy.
I'm wearing sweatpants right now. They're also very comfy. But if it wasn't cold outside, I wouldn't be wearing them.
Well,
Because the cold outside likes to try and become the cold inside sometimes.
Infinite's carrying the 20 CV grip mini grip, which means he's wearing pants.
Yeah.
no, he's just
That answers
walking,
2 questions.
just walking
No bug
around
out.
with it, pantsless, pocket knife out.
I mean, it's a vibe.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta check that weird sound in the middle of the night.
So for those joining ahead of live stream, jump ahead about 15 minutes to get to a little pre-shot show preamble.
Yeah.
It's 2 pre's.
Well, as long as we're rambling, that's all I really care about.
Yeah, I want you to know that I thought better.
You did.
Didn't make the joke.
You didn't.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
What are you carrying,
Yeah.
Bob?
New me and such, 2025. New me, old knife. It's Subvert from Spyderco.
Hey, don't subvert our expectations. That's a nice photo.
I'll be the judge of that.
That's an okay photo, at the very least.
Yeah, it's an alright photo.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
an old photo, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. Absolutely is. Have you seen it outside right now?
I'm like, we have Arctic like conditions at the moment.
Yeah,
So.
I just wasn't.
Nor should you have been.
Yeah.
Ben, Jacob, how we doing? Jacob's carrying Spyderco Tough and a Feel Good Jack Wolf.
Hey, very nice.
Feel good?
A little jelly of the Jack Wolves.
The Jack Wolves are nice.
Some of them. Some
Yes.
of them ain't my style. That gunstock thing's weird. I don't know.
That's fair. That's
What?
fair. I could say the same thing about the Pena X series and stuff like
The
that.
gun
Like
stock.
the trappers and stuff.
The gun stock pattern, generally speaking, has been growing on me. The more I see them, I'm like, man, that actually looks pretty nice. It looks pretty comfy.
Just nuzzle it up in the crook of your shoulder.
Yeah, just
Take out a deer.
Turn it around backwards and hit some fur trappers with it.
well, you know.
Bap.
Sometimes you got to teach them. So
Someone's got to learn a lesson.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. This isn't a subvert though, that's for sure.
No, I was looking up the Feel Good Jack.
It feels good.
I
It's
could-
the one we call.
I could
Dr.
look up the
Feel Good?
Spyderco Tough, but
I
have one.
flip flop with this knife between wanting to keep it pristine and just wanting to own it and carry it because it's so great. It's gigantic and obnoxious in all the right ways.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It shouldn't be this fun to carry.
It's a bit of a statement piece for sure.
Yeah, and it will remove corn from the cob like nobody's business.
That's not a euphemism for something.
No,
It sure isn't.
it's literally corn goblin.
Literally field tested. It's got
That's-
its niblets badge.
Niblets. Speaking of niblets, what's Dennis
Field
carrying today?
tested, mother approved. It's
Mother approved. Oh, okay.
something like that. Yeah, it's
Mother niblets.
mother niblets. Is that your new nickname, Paul?
Oh God, I hope not.
Oh well.
I always knew
that's-
secretly you were a nun, but like a little bit dirty.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all in on the take.
Oh, that's an awful, awful Halloween costume. Me as a naughty nun.
Yeah, that is
Ugh.
a terrible Halloween
Ugh.
costume.
Blech.
But now you have to do it this year at work.
At work,
No.
he says.
At work, he had to throw that. He's like, I want to watch.
I want to see that dumpster fire.
I'm already getting a vision, Joe. It's already starting to come together in my mind.
Start to percolate. That's great.
Yeah.
Not at work. Not at work. So he's making me go next.
Well, I
That's
could
what
go.
heard.
I could go.
That's-
I'll
Well,
go.
I can go too.
Oh
That's
well.
fine.
Okay.
It's too late now. You said the words. I was just calling them. Right.
Aw.
So, I'm still very much in a honeymoon phase, and I haven't been for a while. But Kanwoo Django, Kanwoo knives,
Yeah.
Django. So yeah, loving it, like straight up.
It's pretty great. That's a
I got-
fun shot.
I got Glowtown on the lighting on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost got an in memoriam kind of vibe to it.
It's got a little like what's that? 2077 Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Yeah. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
that game I played too much of recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know Infinite played that a whole bunch because he was split screening it up between 2077 and our stream while it first came out. So.
Nice. It's a good game.
But yeah, still I haven't had a honeymoon phase last this long with a knife for a while, so I'm glad it's still like very much. I carried it for a full week. Nothing else made it kick it out of its pocket. Yeah,
Nice.
that's few and far between.
Yeah,
So
you're heading my territory.
Wow.
what's this name?
That's usually the way I go. It's like a couple weeks of something
Oh.
before I'm like, oh yeah, I have other knives. I own those.
I should
should
probably
carry one of
carry
those.
those things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's other knives out there, but it's,
Did you know that I have a Chavez? It's been in my pocket. a
yeah,
lot
but
recently.
not a good one.
Oh,
I mean, it survived a 7-story fall,
that's
Of
something.
course, it's damaged.
and it's a
damaged
thumb
goods.
driven all titanium gray knife. What are you talking about? How is it not a good one? That sounds like literally everything up your alley, and you're like, no, I don't own it, so it's not good.
It's still a Tanto.
No, it's not.
Your Chavez?
Yeah,
Isn't
what's
it a
that?
weird
No.
spot? It's not a proper.
It's got the Tonto grind, but it's not a Tonto. It doesn't have the
Oh, the edge
point.
is actually just
all
continuous
the
belly.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hollow ground with a full flat front.
I see.
I see.
I see. Something off about it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
It survived everything I've thrown at it, literally.
Including
I've
the
thrown
ground.
it in the river. I've thrown it off my balcony. It is pristine. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, but have you cut anything with it?
Oh yeah, I cut things with it all the time. And other than the one chip in the blade that I haven't bothered to clean up yet,
It's doing pretty
it
okay.
does pretty well. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good times. Good times. So anyway, fun shot. Played around with it. Worked out
dig
good.
it.
Yeah. I'm surprised that this is the variation you went with. Still with the DLC blade.
It looks like a
Yeah,
3D render of its own self.
it kind of is, eh?
A little bit.
And as far as this variation goes, with the DLC, it was just, I don't know. I hadn't seen anything with DLC I'd been tempted with for a while.
The fact that it's like a full mirror polish too kind of gives it something more than just being a black blade. Which
Yeah. It's got a little bit of fun factor to it. Something unique. I've seen the Stonewash version and I didn't dislike it. If I end up with one of the pulsars in a Stonewash instead of the G Mascus or whatever it is,
Mhm.
I'll just have to live with myself, right? But it's
You only have yourself to blame. Yeah.
I won't be necessarily disappointed that I have a Stonewash blade. But the mirror DLC I had to get in on the reverse tuxies at least once.
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta just go off brand a little bit.
Well, but then kind of on still, right?
Well, 100%.
Yeah. The clip point and the titanium and the diamond texture
Yeah.
all seem like something you'd be into. So yeah.
100%. But it gives you something that's like, it is different than pretty much everything else in your collection
Yeah.
because of that reason.
Wire clip already has some serious wear.
Nice.
Week's time, the
Yeah.
end of the wire is not DLC blacked anymore. It's already starting to. I don't know if it'll zoom
Yeah.
in, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's so that's funny.
Hey man, use your shit.
Yeah. Or at the very least, carry
I
it.
say while pondering whether or not I should use my shit.
There you go.
Dick Richards, Ground Fog. How we doing this evening? What are you carrying? Speaking of,
Yeah.
Joe, call me out.
Yeah. Well, don't have to call out that loud. I'm gonna pull a Paul and use an old photo, but it's still the same knife. It's the Skaha NS35 because it's still a good knife.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's an okay knife. It's okay.
For 2/3 the price of what a new Skaha is going for nowadays.
I actually don't. Yeah, what's a Magna Cut? Well, if I could find a box weave Magna Cut Skaha.
Box weave Magna Cut, I think, is like $350.
But I mean, even still, like that's a steal of a price for a handmade.
Yeah.
And yours was cheaper. Yours was 2/3 of that price. It's still a steal of a knife. Steal of a deal.
Mine was,
Steal of a,
I don't know. Mine was about 300.
was it?
340 after shipping and everything, I think.
Oh, okay.
I paid like $420, $430
Yeah.
for the fancy carbon fiber.
Fair enough.
I know somebody got a G10 one recently, and I think they paid $300 for that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the thing. The new G10 ones are as much as the old carbon fiber ones were.
Yeah, they've
Okay.
got up from, what was it, 275 to 3?
Jacob's asking, Kenwu A+, like everyone makes them sound. Yeah. Like, I can't quite put another plus on that statement, but it's almost. So,
Okay.
I haven't been impressed like this from a company since, like, Woo turned their corner, or we turned their corner and went from like down here proprietary screws to like bang, we can make some stuff, and everyone was like, oh, we can make some stuff. And this is that kind of like when I first that happened. That's kind of what Kenwu's doing to me right now. Is like, oh, you guys can make some stuff. It's
They are incredibly intriguing.
Yes.
I'm very curious to see if they release new stuff at the.
Played with 4 or 5 now in the running total of Kenwu's, and and haven't seen one yet that I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'd carry that.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, other than the XLs, because I was like, good lord, like put it in my backpack. Jesus Christ.
What are you, Joe?
The
Yeah,
Django
exactly.
XL and the Pulsar XL are silly town big.
There's
There's
nothing in their catalog that I think I have to have at some point, but the machining quality seems to be right up there. So as soon as there's a design that's more what I'm into, I think it'd be a safe way to pull the trigger.
I mean the stiffies, the Stiffy P or the Stiffy D.
Those are okay. The
fixed blades.
Yeah.
They got my interest.
Yeah. I was more thinking the folders, but yeah, their fixed blades are pretty sweet.
And is it the Geezer? Is there Slippy? I thought that one would have got you.
I think so. That one.
That's a good price point.
Yeah, the price point's not bad on that. We're talking
Thompson's
about it enough. We may as well
Voyager
do this
XHP.
for the last minute. But
hey, Joe. Thompson serrated Voyager in XHP.
Oh
It's
yeah,
true.
those are
I
cool.
just
They
want you
made
to hear
that.
those words together.
That's the Vaquero design,
Yeah, that's
fully serrated with XHP.
Is it?
Those
Oh,
geezers are pretty
that
nice.
the
Yeah.
Vaquero blade
Yeah,
shapes
you can tell because of the way it
makes
is.
me uncomfortable in a way that I find difficult to articulate.
I still, and I don't know, Dick Richards might be familiar with or maybe even
Ugh.
owns, but I would love to get my hands on one of the fixed bladed Desperados, the egg shaped fixies.
Those
I do
guys are
know
cool.
a guy who has, a pair of them. So one
I
day, maybe.
I thought you bought one of those from him.
No, I always, threw it out there and it never happened. So
He wanted to keep them, I think.
yeah, because it's cooler when you pull them out dual
One in
wielding
each.
styles and then lick
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, I'm done now.
No,
Yeah,
no, it's all good.
yeah.
It's
Thanks.
such a good knife. It's hard not to put that one back in my pocket every time I'm switching out for other things.
The
A North arm?
the
North Arm.
Skaha, yeah. It's especially the carbon fiber version for how lightweight it is and for how sturdy the handle is. It's such a nice knife.
And how well it cuts and just
Well,
maybe I'm the one that I have. It has particularly good action on it,
Mhm.
and
Can I do a flipper delete and then just like put a quick stud on it?
how dare you,
I
sir?
don't think I don't know if there's
You-
actually I don't think there's actually enough room. There's a tiny little area for the flat here. I don't think you'd get
Maybe
enough
the
purchase
bar.
on it.
Maybe I can get the bar on there.
If you
Should
you'd,
you?
you'd probably have to
No.
file the bar down or like sand it down.
Maybe I'll just drill a hole through the middle and put a benchmade skirt or like thumb stud in it.
Just Emerson wave it. Just
Wow. Yeah, I mean Terzola thumb plate for sure, all the way.
Are you just trying to hurt me? Is that what we're doing now? We're just hurting Paul?
a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna hurt your knife if I get my hands on it. But
Oh.
until then, it's
Actually, how much of your blade was exposed there, Joe? He might actually be able to do it to mine.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There might actually be just barely enough room.
I hate
See?
that.
But you're not doing a thumb stud or a thumb disc without getting rid of this jimping first, so I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Just put the brass
You're talking
thumb.
the Trezola little plate, like
Oh no, you cut it into the jimps.
like these guys.
Yeah. So you've got like two jimps on either side.
It's a lot of
It's like your bodyguard of jimps around your thumb disc.
Why can't we just do a quick stud bar and be done with it?
Well, that's what I was saying. If you file down the bar
That
so it's
wrecks it
short enough, you
less,
could do it.
Paul. You're going the wrong way.
Oh, dude, if we're doing nonsense to this knife,
For wrecking it.
let's get. Yeah, if we're gonna ruin it, let's go all the way.
All right.
No,
Good
you
time,
just
good time.
Maybe I'll carry other things.
put enough silver solder and just solder the blade open so it's a fixed blade.
We're past the 7:30 mark, so let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
crack-a-lacking.
Yeah. Let's stop Joe from doing those things.
Oh,
Soldering
so
a
it's
piece
my
of
fault.
copper in. Who
It's
do you
my
think you
fault.
are? BK Void? Or BK Nuns? Or Volpix? Yeah, that's
Well,
the
that
guy. It
was
is.
a Volpix who did the
Yeah.
Void. Yeah.
I
The
got
Still
there.
want that. I still
Took me a
want
while.
that fixed blade.
Wow, it's okay. Now that we're here, we can't leave. So,
Oh,
Yeah, we can.
what is this?
Jump over to Shot Show.
Purgatory?
what do you mean jump over to Shot Show?
What do you
Spyderco?
mean not jump over to Shot Show? Are we not talking about new crap that just got released? It's probably going to be announced at Shot Show?
You probably should do those things. There's a
There's
a
What
spider.
are you here for, Joe?
Well,
Yes.
it's not technically Shot Show, but
come
Spyderco.
for the pina coladas because you're going to be
Wow.
disappointed, dude. Like
I was gonna say I don't even have one of those. I just have water.
I'm telling you, like you came to the wrong show. I don't know why else you came other than talk to about crap that's about to be announced. But
Well, again, like I was trying to say, Spyderco. I don't think it's a Shot Show announcement so much as it is just a pre-Shot Show. Hey, here's the thing. We could start there because there's some weird stuff in there.
Well, how is? But come on, man. How is this not a Shot Show? Like they did a reveal that had
Look,
garbage
I'm
in it.
I'm not gonna say that it's a Shot Show reveal, only for Sal and Eric to not have any of the new models there, because that would be deeply disappointing.
Because
No.
like not
I mean,
even a
on
week.
par.
not even a week ago, we were just joking around about how like the 2025 catalog had absolutely nothing to offer other than the things from like the last reveal.
Yeah.
And then a week later, they made another reveal, right? Like,
And I will
Hey,
say
man.
there was an Amsterdam meet apparently. I think Spider Collector on Instagram. I know he has his own WordPress blog and all that, but he had a number of photos of some of these new knives. So there are physical manifestations of them somewhere. I hope they find their way to SHOT Show because I want to see these things in video.
yeah, the spidercollector.com is actually just all it is. It's easy. It's but
Yeah,
they actually have it on Spyderco's website too.
they
So that's
do.
also.
And I want to say, yeah, reveal volume 17, as you do.
Not in the 2025 catalog, though. We'll
No.
keep this out. This is the Classic Academy Awards. We're going to release this like a week before the awards are announced. So it's on all of the judges' minds. And they're like, oh, that was so good. Give it the award.
Yeah.
Pitcher of the year, actor of the year, director of the year.
Don't worry about it.
Monty, you Spyderco.
Knife of the year.
Director of the year. But I don't give a shit because you came up with something I've been asking for forever.
Oh, gee, I wonder which item you could possibly be talking about.
Don't worry about it. Let's talk about the Edgeratis.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
It's like Spyderco's Edge
Paraframe.
met a Maserati.
Is a Maserati another name for a paraframe?
No, but read the write-up, man. Come on. Come on.
But
I don't think on the reveal thing. It's actually
No.
on.
This seems to be just a summary of all the cool shit they're doing. But yeah,
No, it's the one on the actual Stonewash version of the Edgerati. It talks about how it's
Yeah.
based off of a specific Maserati model that's all skeletonized and blah blah blah. There, I'm paraphrasing for you all.
Yeah.
Paraframing?
Do some homework.
Paraframing. Stop that.
Paraframing? This isn't a Gerber. Come on.
Yeah.
What do you think this is? A Ken Onion Gusset from Hawaii?
A gusset? A Hawaiian gusset?
If you don't know what a Hawaiian gusset is, that's your own fault.
A Hawaiian gusset is definitely some kind of sex move. I don't care what you say.
On that note, I'm
Probably
gonna...
slightly more murdery than you think.
Well, I mean, it can be two things.
So inspired by the Birdcage Maserati. What the hell is the Birdcage Maserati?
I don't know, man.
Is it this thing?
I just read Spyderco's thing.
It's a
I
movie
did a
from the
little
90s.
homework. I didn't deep dive. Fuck's sakes.
Is it this thing?
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah.
That looks like it's a dumb car that could be a knife.
It's the internal chassis.
Is that not-
that makes more
Is
sense.
that not Speed Racer's car?
Yeah,
That looks
basically.
like Speed Racer's car. Go, Speed Racer, go.
They wish it was Speed Racers.
Oh,
Maserati wishes it was Speed Racers.
All I
car.
hear is, can I have some of your milk speed? Fuck, that cartoon was weird.
Yeah. Milk. You say
Yeah, well,
milk
that's
speed?
Japan for you.
No, that was in English, sir.
That was-
Can I ask follow-up questions?
No,
Okay.
no, we're just gonna go
about
back.
the knife or about milk?
Milk speed.
No.
Don't ask about Speed's milk.
Oh,
Terminal velocity. That's all I gotta say.
So
I see.
blade length on this thing is 3.57 inches. What's the cutting edge length? Do they have that here?
It's you know what this is, right?
Edge is 3. It's a native with a compression lock.
Well, it's a native XL. Yeah.
Is it? I don't know
What's
if it
the
is.
blade length? 3 point what?
3. Well, okay. The blade length overall, including the cutting edge and the little dull portion, is 3.57. The edge itself is 3.07. I'm pretty sure this is just native sized. Is it not?
I don't know, you get the calipers.
No, it is a little bit bigger. Yeah.
2.95 overall, 2.42 cutting on the native.
It's
Okay.
not an XL.
It's
Well,
a-
I guess.
It's an XM.
It is an XM.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Stupid CRKT.
Yeah.
They've ruined this Space-time continuum. I swear.
The whole
Look.
platform is skewed.
Yeah.
Man, look what they've done. Look how they've massacred my
they've done to my
boy.
boy.
Yeah, look how
Yeah.
they massacred my boy. Exactly. Paul gets it. I actually, it's the silly thing. This thing needs a swedge so I can call it a clip point.
It
Well, eventually they're going to try to straight spine it, and then you lose part of the choil, and then it just becomes a PM2, like everything else that they make, like a stretch.
This is already pretty much a straight spine, hey? Yeah,
How much
it's
lint
pretty
do you
close.
think
It doesn't have
gets
enough
into
belly to
this?
be at PM2 yet. It's like
No.
they did a Endura and shrunk it down and put it on a
Mm.
native XL body. It's weird.
It is a
How
little
much
weird.
lint? How much lint do you think just
Oh,
lives
dude,
inside this thing?
100% of the lint is going to be there.
So,
Just
you
all
know,
of the
way
lint?
back in the day, I read a very interesting article about a guy who carried skeletonized knives and then barrel spacer knives and then full back spacer knives just to see what would build up, what would carry, what would blah, blah, blah type of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They all have their pros and cons. Ultimately, what it came down to is they all have their pros and cons. Your knife is going to get gunned up some way, one how, whatever, blah, blah, blah type of thing.
Right.
But the full backspacer actually got gunked up the most because nothing had anywhere to go after it went in.
Interesting.
Understand.
So the barrel spacer was kind of the happy medium between stuff going in and stuff going out.
I gotta
Whereas
say,
the fully skeletonized just had a lot of stuff going in and only
What's-
some stuff going out, right?
What's the weight on this thing?
like 3.3 ounces
None
or
of your
something.
goddamn business,
3.3.
Paul. Next
Okay.
knife. Stop asking. No, just kidding.
Okay. All right then. I just wanted to know.
I didn't even. I am actually kind of curious.
Is it
how
steel?
Heavy, how heavy?
Or is it titanium?
It's steel.
Okay.
Pretty,
Okay.
pretty
You-
god dang sure it's steel.
You said words.
Well, 3 ounces. I was expecting it to be lighter than that. I thought it was some sort of.
Oh,
It's aluminum.
I'm sorry.
It's
It is
aluminum.
aluminum. Yeah.
At 3 ounces?
Yeah.
How thick is this handle?
Native thickness,
got three
probably.
Well, no, but think about it. This is like think about an aluminum 940. It's a 3-ounce knife. This is the same thing, but it's fatter, but
bailout.
skeletonized.
It's a
yeah,
bailout.
It's also got a
Yeah,
wide,
exactly.
wide ass blade on it. So
this is the same thing, but like less. Yeah, it's a
Touche,
fatty
touche.
knife, but it's less alums.
Touche, 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 touche.
So
I
yeah,
am.
that tracks.
I'm hoping that they didn't just thread the aluminum for their pocket clips. I'm hoping they put little something in there. To screw
Yeah,
into.
that's a
Some
big.
brass
That
nuts.
is actually a big point, and I don't know how many people know about threading aluminum, but holy cow, don't over tighten because you'll strip the crap out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the threading just comes out.
Like this is the kind of thing where if you're gonna tighten a pocket clip, say you're using little bits like this, seriously, use the T6 by hand, get it to finger tight, and then just give it a little bit more assembled with the rest of the wrench or driver, because yeah, aluminum is stupid easy to strip out if you're not careful.
Infinite has a great question in chat.
Yeah.
How do you have TI or IT in the name? Yeah, TI in the name, and not make it out of titanium?
That'll come out later. It's part of their gold class. I mean,
This is
sprint
also
run.
the same company that had a 45th anniversary and then didn't tell anyone that their Para 2s changed to S45. So, marketing on Sal and Eric's part is
Little
Sal and
lackluster at
Eric
times.
marketing is the easiest way to
After-
describe it. Is it's Sal and Eric marketing is what it
After
is.
they sold the sprint run of it, how could they possibly show their face and say, "Oh, by the way, the rest of them are also S45"? Go fuck yourself.
Well, we came out with the limited edition last year. And then to commemorate, we made everything. It was such a big hit that we made it. You can market it, you son of a bitch. Just
If
learn how to
S45
market
came
it.
out in their 49th year, it would have been a great way to be like, you know what? This is the only right thing to do. So many people liked it last year. We're doing it. But they didn't do that. They just quietly, meekly
Yeah.
let it out into the
They-
wild.
They glassered it.
Yeah,
Oof.
it got muppeted.
Well, that's what glassered means.
Yeah, it's getting muppety in here.
All right, next knife.
Yeah.
By that I mean next 2 knives.
What
And by
the
that I mean
hell?
next 2 collabs.
What
it's hard to believe,
the
but I
hell?
actually mean Muppety with like at least some affection.
There's like a percentage of fondness.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's also other
Some
percentages in
Muppetyness.
that pie, but
Look,
that's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
But there is some fondness in there. I
He
just want it known.
he is nothing if not enthusiastic. All the shit I've
Yeah.
given him over the years, like at the very least, he sure seems to be into it and means
He
well. So
is genuinely passionate about the knife industry. I'll give him that.
yeah,
Like,
100%. And he
that-
makes
it's-
some of my favorite knives, so I don't want to get too rude.
I don't want to get too rude.
He'll put a ban on me owning them or something.
Maybe
put a
one
hit out
day
on
I
me.
will get free knives. That's what that was.
No.
So collabs, you
Definitely not. After I called him a muppet for the last 7 years.
say?
wow.
The collabs.
Salim,
Collabs?
you say with a Y. It's another Lion Steel collab, as if you couldn't tell from that hump.
It's a hard Y sound.
They
Joe.
actually have a
The slime?
slim model. Was that a oh goddamn
He's just jumping over it. He's not even letting me have fun.
No,
no, not even.
it's definitely a slime.
Slime.
I want it in like the toxic green carbon fiber,
Well,
so it can be the slim slime. But I don't actually want this
I don't
knife.
think they could do it slimy enough. Said
I
Pete,
mean,
Pete over
it's
at
an
Said
Italian
Nicaneta.
company. They can do it slimy enough. What are you talking about?
Listen, that's not the right kind of slime, and you said green, so
Touche.
I will remind you of the green on the baby shit green and puke brown handles that that goddamn Pete had on his knife. I actually, you know what, he was really harsh on the colors on that knife. I actually think they look kind of cool.
Yeah.
Brings to
I don't know
mind.
which knife you're talking about.
So
now.
Oh really? He reviewed it recently. It was the Line Steel Slim.
I'm really the slim. Yeah.
Skinny, maybe? Is it the skinny or the slim?
You're thinking of the skinny.
The
It's a
skinny.
different
That is
knife. He just
that
ran
the skinny is the one I was thinking of. This is the one that he reviewed, I think, with the green handle.
and it's based off of the skinny design. It says
I
it straight up.
see.
Yeah.
I'm up to speed. I understand.
Yeah. So this is it's kind of like the Opera from Spyderco versus Line Steel. This is the same thing, just the slim and the skinny.
So I will say I like how they did the Rhodey XL and M398 and then didn't do it in a knife that probably deserves it.
What are you talking about? M398?
Yeah, this just got M390.
Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Rhodey just came out with
Yes.
M398, and Spyderco's, hey, look, we're using new exotic steels. This is what we do because we're Spyderco. And then the next Lion Steel you come out with doesn't have M398. This knife should have M398. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Look, it was strategic. They knew by putting it in the Rhodey XL and the NAND, they will sell those knives. Because why else would you buy those knives? I mean, the Rhodey I like, actually. Just bar none.
Rhodey XL actually is kind of a nice knife, but
the Rhodey XL and VG10 I probably wouldn't have bought.
Well, you would have because it would have been more of a budget option.
Yeah, touche.
yeah, if the price was
You got
cut
me
in
there.
half.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Save your M398 for something that deserves it, you sons of bitches.
But it's going to be
you
so good when I get my Rhodey.
But this isn't a Rhodey.
And then we got this old other thing, and it was like Spyderco decided to make a CEO for some reason.
Yeah, but like I'm not even going to call this a minimal design. This is just the blockiest goddamn handle I've seen, I think, from Spyderco ever. It's a rectangle with no taper.
Oh, I've seen blockier.
Have
name
you?
Of this knife.
Have you from Spyderco?
The name of this knife contains my aunt's name.
Good for her. She has yeah.
She's got a very Italian name.
Essenza?
Just Enza.
So
it's the essence of Enza.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something.
Yeah, it's like Evanescence, but different.
This is the
You probably know that better than anyone, Paul. Hope your family's not watching.
No. She makes the best Italian food I've ever had in my entire life. My Aunt Enza's awesome.
Speaking of which, I had homemade cannellonis tonight for my wife. They were delicious.
Nice.
Very nice.
Like she made the own sauce from scratch, emulsifying tomatoes and bullshit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm into that. I'm into that.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of weird. Oh, is this the Fox Knives collab?
Well, this is the Fox Knives collab, and then this is the Fox Knife. So this is the original version.
What is it? A front flipper?
I think so. These photos are not doing a very good job of showing how you're supposed to open this thing.
Spyderco's still got a front flipper tab on it too.
Wait. So they took a fox knife and they made.
They gave it a big ol' spider hole.
Put a Spidey hole in it just in case, but then
Yeah.
also
Sure.
front flippers to slow your front flipper action down by putting a Spidey hole into it.
Did Fox make it for them, or did Lion still make that?
Well, it's probably
There's a
made-
Fox logo on there, so if it's made
Yeah.
in Italy,
Okay.
And
Cool.
it's made in Italy, so I don't think Lion
I
Steel.
didn't even. I didn't see the Fox logo on it.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "What the
Lion
fuck is
Steel,
happening right
like-
now?" I was.
We got you covered.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll make your night for you. We made it better.
look, I'm not. I
Look,
don't.
it's a doctor's knife, man.
I don't dislike rectangular handles, but it's weird to see out of Spyderco. It's really,
Spyderco shouldn't
really
do
weird.
it. Spyderco
Yeah.
should do it by putting a cutout in the handle and making it a slightly fatter block.
I
that
feel
you
like
can Spidey flick, and then just call it a Puko, and then pay Pika Timonen proper amount of money to do it. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, you already? Oh shit, they did that already.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna like this one. It's gonna grow on me over time.
Well, it's got aluminum handles and N690, so how much are you gonna like it?
Better
Really?
grow
Oh,
quick because I don't
X690.
think.
I dislike it again.
I said you better like it quick because I don't think we ordered that many of it.
No, that's fine.
You better grow fun fast.
Yeah.
No, it'll sit there, and let's be honest here.
I mean, it's a collab, so I'm sure it'll do okay for itself.
It's not a bad looking knife, except for that weird position for the hole. That hole there is such a weird choice. Like I feel like this would have been another design where they should have done what they did with the Yakuchi. Put a hole right through the entire goddamn handle. Just slap a hole somewhere in the blade
Yeah, that
instead
would
of
have been
adding the
sweet
hump.
if they had done that and just kept the front flipper and kept the hole drilled through the middle. That would have been way cooler. Anyway,
dude.
next knife. Fuck this.
Yeah. Military 2 Salt EO Magna Cut. Sweet.
Magnus is blowing up on the Magna Cut scene.
Yo,
They made a
Mannix
Bumblebee tuna
2
pair of
Salt.
3, damn it.
Okay, so hold up. But yeah, para 3 salt, but hold up. Mannix 2 salt. So they're saying that compression spring should be okay around saltwater for extended periods of time, and
Yeah, they're probably making it out of LC200N.
making a spring out of LC200N.
Why wouldn't you? Come on, man.
Well, that's kind of cool, if so.
No, they're just coating it. It's fine.
Nah, that can't be it.
It didn't look coated.
Spring?
So there.
Infinite is saying Gib meow.
Yeah.
I think that's pronouncing it right. I could be racist. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's
Now. I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
Now.
Mannix with
Say it
with the
more
textures.
catlier.
And whether it's a yellow texture or whether it's a black texture, this two-tony texture that Spyderco's got going on, like you got the little weave patterns. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest here. That yellow and black one's not going to show up. They're showing us a mythic knife. It's never going to
Are you
arrive.
kidding me? It's going to show up before the pair 2. I can't wait.
The 3
even
with the
funnier.
yellow and black? Yeah, that'd be fucking funny.
Oh, that's so
Actually,
good.
what I'm actually going to call is they're probably going to get released at the same time or like within weeks of each other. I bet you. They're just like, boom, they're both here.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
clock.
many delays on the pair 2s that they might as well have the pair 3 platform ready to go at the same time.
Dude, I wonder if they just drop them together.
I didn't clock this before, but the Harpy now has a plane edge?
That's the re-release, son.
Wait, they used to do a Harpy
No,
non-spider
Harpy
edge?
and Serrated. Now they've re-released the Harpy, but in plain.
I'm into it. Yeah.
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 What's the steal?
VG10.
V10.
You know, you never know when you
I'm
need a
out.
shackle key in 2025.
Hey, look.
Landlocked province.
Now you VG poo hat.
Oh, you can't wait for that price point. It's going to be
Yeah.
great.
$1
Wow.
million.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not.
If that fox knife comes in at a reasonable price,
What?
Hold up, they call it
Are
a.
you circling back to that Fox collab?
well, we were talking about VG poo, and I immediately started thinking about N690 and how it's crap.
Wow.
That's how I got there.
Hey,
That's
hey,
exactly
hey,
how
hey,
I got
hey.
there.
Oh, I've trained you well, Padawan.
It's not crap.
Yeah.
Great.
It's just acceptable. All right.
Yes.
It's acceptable.
It's crap at the prices that Italian makers want for
The
it.
best part is, I think Paul now has more of a disdain for N690 than I do. It's great.
Yeah.
And DBK actually made me come back around just for the toughness factor after they beat the crap out of a couple of those extreme ratios.
That's completely fair.
It's funny because Laren usually rates N690 as pretty low in terms of overall toughness.
Really?
Yeah, like it's even lower than VG10.
It's yeah, interesting.
I-
Well, I mean, like I said, the DBK boys had a couple extreme ratio knives.
Oh, they make their knives pretty tough though, don't they? Like the geometry on them's pretty ridiculous.
I think fairly thick, but they like did some regrinding even on them and things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, next, well, PM3 salts. Damn, Bumblebee tuna. Which one are we gonna get? PM2, PM3. Comment. Please comment. Which one are you gonna get first?
I'm getting a lightweight.
The light.
No, which one's Spyderco actually gonna come out with first? But then, yeah.
Oh, they're gonna come out together. I think you're right. I think they're gonna arrive at the same time.
You're like, bam, bam, here it is. There's some
Yeah.
Bumblebee tunas.
Bumblebee tuna.
It's the worst kind of sandwich.
Well, don't eat it. It's not for eating.
Tastes
So
like pennies.
you kind of flicked forward.
I did, and then we started talking about pair of threes again, so I came back. But we can go forward again and talk about the thing that you probably want to talk about most of all. Yeah, they did it. We did it, boys.
We did it.
We got him.
Where's that clip
Hey!
from Hot Ones and Paul Rudd? It's like, who would have thought we got here? Not me. Like, that's the clip I want to play right now with the fucking Sage 6. Who would have thought we got here? Not me. I thought they would have given up. Sage 5 was the pinnacle knife and no one else cared about Alzheimer's.
When you flip to that page,
For those of you who might be confused about the Alzheimer's comment, I'm just going to leave this Alzheimer's Association note up for you to read.
It's, all partial proceeds. Yeah.
they forgot about it, okay? It's not their fault.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Paul. Oh.
They've come back around. It's allowed.
I just
gotta-
thought that a little bit. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Well, so good news is they have a standard version in S30V, which means, hey, this is not a sprint run.
With a carbon fiber G10 laminate for the handle.
And I mean,
so you even get the peel plies. The peel of the
You got-
plies.
you got the same smock lock, and you got the same handle as the smock lock.
Mm-hmm. And I really like the fact that on Spyderco's Instagram post where they were like, hey, Spyderco reveal 17, Smock Knives actually commented, yay, Sage 6, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that actually liked that comment. It was like, congrats, dude. I'm glad you got the honor. And no one else commented on his shit.
Oh, shit.
Like, dude,
That's so
I
sad.
would have expected like 14, 15, 16 likes on the comment about him like getting the honor for the Sage
I didn't
6.
even
That's
see
hilarious.
the post.
No one even liked his comment. It was me. I liked it. I was like, thanks, dude. He's like, yeah, you're wrong.
That was on Spyderco's post?
Yeah, when they announced the Spyderco reveal,
Oh,
Smock
that's so
Knives made
funny.
a comment.
Oh, 82 comments.
Oh, it's 82 now. Okay, it wasn't nearly that
Oh,
much. when
okay,
it
well,
made.
11 people have liked it. 12 now.
Okay,
Now I've liked it.
Thank God. I wasn't like I didn't like it quick. It was like 24 hours later. I think I made that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Anyway,
No,
I'm glad he's getting a little more recognition for his Sage 6 because the Sage 5 was flogged like a dead horse that had beaten a dead horse.
Oh, dude, do you know how many variations of this knife they're gonna make?
Well, 2 already. Yeah.
Can they make this one an S110?
Well,
Or
they're-
S110,
No,
excuse me. In Rex 121, excuse me.
I see.
Yeah, but then it would be orange.
Yeah.
But
I'll
like
accept
not.
it.
Oh,
Not a
but if they could find an orange carbon fiber, I'd be on board.
Okay.
Well,
Let's do some fat swirlies. Some
Yeah.
aluminum foils, copper foils.
just do it up like the orange subvert.
Anyway,
Contoured handles, I'd be on board.
yeah, it's about goddamn time.
Well, and fuck, I
Spyderco.
mean, how many other companies are coming out with button-actuated compression locks before Spyderco came out with the Sage 6 with it? So I mean, come on, you got 2. Let's do 2 more next review.
And
Come on.
P.S. Lots of locks to choose from. I mean, I was glad Smock Knives got their day in court, and it's an easy transition from a Sage 5 to a Sage 6.
Yeah.
You just made slightly more handle.
Well, there's
it's
it's an opposite. It's a left-handed
the cutout.
compression.
Yeah. And the lock bar is going to be a little bit skinnier because I believe it's inset the same way that the Smock is as well. So, yeah, no,
It's different.
this is
but
awesome. I'm happy to see it.
They do make a fancier version. We'll get there on the fancier version, but we should dabble across a couple pages before we do.
Yeah, the
We're being
pits
asked
too. Oh,
Before
sorry.
we go, we're getting asked in chat, why don't they do all their compressions like that now with the
Um,
button lock? It's a smock lock.
Because
so they have
technically,
to-
Smocky Smock needs.
They have to pay him for all of those, and so they're probably not going to do that until if there's any patents they run out.
I don't know if he's actually patented this or not. I think they're just crediting him with the innovation. I don't know if he's patented anything.
Fair.
But that would be a good guess, is that they don't want to. The more pragmatic argument in my mind would be, it would be a pain in the ass to convert everything over to button actuated compression locks, and there is the chance that they would alienate customers who already buy every other PM2 that fucking exists, because it's the same compression lock that everyone's been using for how long now.
What if they just made if they made a PM2 version in S45, like their basic model with a button lock?
I think they should do that. I think they're
And a
testing the waters
military
with the
and-
Sage, and I think the Sage is the right step that they should have taken probably the year after this came out, but better late than never, I suppose, because this still looks like a sweet little knife.
Look, better late than never is kind of the motto of
Spyderco in
industry?
general.
well, just this
Well,
industry in general.
There's a couple major brands in this industry
Yeah,
that like
I
that
wasn't-
motto.
I wasn't calling anybody out specifically, but yeah, it's a little endemic to this community.
I can understand being risk adverse, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely my favorite design that's come out on this entire catalog. Everything else can go fuck itself. But next knife, Pits 2, you say? I
Yeah.
hate it.
It's
Let's
the
talk about
pits.
Sage 6 more. No, I'm just
He hates it.
Well, I mean, it's got M398, right? So,
Well, yeah, you got to save it for the leftover stuff from the roadies that you didn't sell.
yeah.
It's a slip joint too, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
It is,
exactly.
with
It's
a-
like the roadies.
With a shifting pin, with a shifting pivot pin, I guess, that allows it to slip in and out of position. It's an interesting take on that mechanism. I'm sure it works just fine. I'm sure it's going to cost a pretty goddamn penny, because M398 plus titanium plus strange design.
So the original Pits was not a cheap knife.
No.
I liked and wanted a Pits, but not for the like 4 something price tag that they were asking back then.
I
So
would
is it
also
lost
like
on anybody
original
else
pits. There's a
that
couple
all
versions that came
three
out.
of their new slip it models are M398?
I think because they're
Yeah.
not expecting people to use those knives super hard, and I think M398 is supposed to be a little bit more brittle.
It's 20% carbide, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Laren rates it a 2.5, which is similar to 4116 or S125V. So yeah, and S110V is rated as a 3. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's probably best used in slip joints, stuff that you're not going to be pressing super hard anyway.
It's not quite Maximate, but not far off.
And I'm sure this
Yeah.
knife is going to do awesome, but it's, I don't know. I don't think it's close enough to the OG one to make me be all googly, you know.
I
In
like
the Mooglies.
I like the idea of the original just having that one bar with the Yeah,
Yeah, it was cool.
yeah.
Now they just did that, but they encapsulated it in the handle, and I think you get less fun factor out of that.
Maybe I'd have to see it in hand to really know what I think about it.
To watch it shift around and see.
Yeah, yeah, because it might be like snappy double D10 style good fun, but until I can see it in actuation, I don't know.
That's a fair point.
I just want to know if I could reverse flick it.
Why are they doing so many slip joint models right now?
M398.
Sure, all three of them are, but there's also the slip joint chaparral.
Because I
Yep.
can get stuff made in Italy cheap, dude.
Yeah, there's that.
Touche.
Lots of European availability for
Market.
this knife, I guess. Yeah, yeah, market.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
the word. Thank you. Yeah, that might be part of it.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, Japan is can only do so much for me.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
We've seen what's been coming out of Japan the last couple years too, unfortunately.
Speaking of, next knife.
Is that a Japanese knife next?
Yeah, it's several.
Oh yeah, it's not just one. It's a bunch.
Hey Dennis, you're getting besmirched in chat, just so you know.
Oh, the anything left-handed? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It's
So
Yeah,
I think this has made up my this has made my decision for me as far as like what knife I'm gonna get first in Spy 27. Dragonfly, 100% Dragonfly.
Is it actually?
Oh yeah, that's more than likely. Okay. If there was a police model, I'd probably go for the police.
there will be
We
eventually.
we were literally talking about a Manix XL. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
yeah, there is that as well. But I forgot that the Dragonfly was also on that entry, and I'm like, I think I'd actually carry the Dragonfly more. I think I'd
That's
probably
fair.
use it more. Um, yeah,
The Dragonfly
yeah.
platform is pretty reliable too,
It's
right? Like
fantastic.
And I don't own one yet, and I need an excuse to. And the blade is so thin on the Dragonflies. I just
I
need
talked
it.
with
Okay.
someone just recently too that travels with their Dragonfly all the time and has only gotten like bugged once about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a pretty like inoffensive knife, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. It's
That-
not threatening
It's
looking. It's not
in
dangerous.
the offense.
It's a mouse knife, obviously.
Mhm, mhm.
You know,
And hey, look, some more 15V things.
indeed.
Some of them
Yay.
are lightweights, but some of them are not lightweights.
Well, was there some on the next page? Oh yeah, there's a couple here. The micro Jimbos and
So, do you
the
think they made them
macro
brown
Jimbos.
specifically to help out the secondary like scale market?
Maybe for Big Brown Bear. That might have been the reason
I was
why
gonna
they.
say,
Oh, I know
I
why
think
they
there
did
was
it.
some brown bear involved.
I completely agree with you that it was 100% because it's Big Brown Bear, but like, how many 15V options do you think end up in different handles?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Because I own a brown knife or two, and I get mocked for it. So,
Well, yeah, because I mean, be better than that, Paul.
well, now I'm gonna have a brown plastic knife that I'm gonna put a Rips Garage Tech clip on.
Is it?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's classy. That's
Absurd.
classy for sure.
It's like putting a
It
bow
only makes
tie
it
on a
better if you
turd.
go AWT scales also with the same shitty brown.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. You gotta send it as a special request to them. Yeah, I need the most like poop like brown you can muster.
I think muster might not be the exact phrasing we're looking for.
Well, a little
You-
gray poupon, you know.
Look, you're the one ordering the poopy knife. You can order whatever type of poopy.
No, I'm getting AWT scales in teal because the teal's really nice.
Yeah, they do a nice teal for sure.
I mean, I could beat that up for you.
So
Thank
you still think you're gonna go with the 15V the Para 3 then? You don't want to get a native?
Do I think I already have it on special order right now?
hold
There
for
you go.
yourself.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yes,
I want the Crewwear native. I want the micarta.
I see.
the Crew Carta.
The Crew
Native?
Cartas. Yeah,
That is a good
I'm into
decision
that.
to make.
Yeah, I want some. I want that blade to age like a fine wine.
So next knife.
Sage 6 again. What's
Well,
it
I mean,
doing
okay,
here?
Yo Jumbo in 15V is gonna be insane.
Mhm.
That knife is gonna be just a monster.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
It's
mean,
terrifying.
the right Sage 6 is on this page.
The S90V version with, I think, solid carbon fiber this time around.
It is, but it's probably gonna be the rawhide like the Siren.
Oh yeah, no, look at it. It's definitely going to be that like sandpapery.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Textured. Peel ply.
Raw dog in it for sure.
Yeah.
Dog in it.
Raw dogs.
Derog.
That's derogatory of you. Ha-
Yeah, don't cook your dogs.
Well,
Don't do it.
So yeah, S90 carbon fiber. I'm pretty sure, depending on when it comes out, it's going to be my next knife. I don't know. It depends on how fast I can get a Kunwu compared
That
to how
is-
fast I can get a Sage 6.
that is very funny. Well, at least if you miss out on this, you'll be able to get the standard version.
The
Yeah,
what?
if you miss out on the S90, you can still get a
S30.
S30.
I won't.
You won't do it.
I won't get it, or we won't miss out.
I won't miss out on the S90.
I see. I see.
I don't know who you're talking to right now here, sir, but I don't care if the company gets one. It will not be posted on the website.
Yeah. No,
Perks of the job.
can't say I blame you.
We're getting more than one for the record.
Yeah.
We pre-ordered more than one.
Good.
Although that would be super funny. They're like, no one else could have it.
After all that, yeah. Giant pink knife.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
I'm into it.
So I genuinely just sent a picture of the pink knives to a friend of ours that is known to buy a pink knife or two.
I think he'll enjoy these in particular. Yeah.
So
Well, he already wants the Yojimbo.
I don't know the exact price point on these, but they kind of scare me because the Micro Jimbo and the Jumbos in both of these platforms are not that much different of a price.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to say less than 50 Canadian dollars for a micro versus a jumbo.
How much
Less
does
than $25 maybe.
How much does the G10 and the Yojumbo
Well,
versus
That's
micro?
what I'm oh, that's actually not a massive difference. Holy shit, the 15V is not even that big of a difference. That's wild. Okay, so the standard Yo Jumbo is 284 American. It's 314 for the pink and 324 for the 15V. That's not a significant price bump for sprints.
It's just the micro Jimbo that's getting you, biting you in the ass.
The micro is the one that's the tough pill to swallow because it's not that much dip down from a jumbo. So 314 for a pink.
Oh, yeah, I could go back.
To 275.
It was
275. So there's $35, $40 difference.
So 284 to 315 to 324.
Which I guess I shouldn't bitch if you were an immunity and a bailout. You're like, bam, same price, deal with it, bitch. And then it gets we made a little bit of a big deal about it, I guess. But I mean, this is kind of in the same platform of like, is it worth it? But is it?
Somebody's hating on pink in chat.
Oh well, that's okay to be wrong.
I was gonna say somebody's masculinity is tied into a color choice, which is weird.
Oh, I see. What? You're afraid of colors?
Yeah, be a man. Wear some pink.
So it's kind of funny because if you all noticed my picture for the weekly carry, I had some pink vibes. Had some hot pink vibes.
That's what I'm saying.
Plus,
they should pay you to carry one. I mean, I'd let them pay me to carry one.
Yeah, I'll take money.
I don't think Eric's gonna pay me anything, but
So
Probably
I don't
not.
think I have to rant too much more about a Sage 6, but there's really nothing else to rant about. So Sage 6.
what kind of currency do Muppets use?
Hmm. There's a joke in there for
Yeah.
sure.
Uh,
Like, yeah.
I don't have a good answer offhand. I'm not.
is it the end of the reveal?
Well, I mean, you got some new T-shirts and a backpack.
Yeah,
You want to show off the new T-shirt
that's
we're
it.
getting?
We're getting new T-shirts.
Well, some of us are.
Yeah.
Wow, good for you.
You're mousing over it. That blue one with the yellow pair of threes, I think, on it. Pair of twos.
The blue guys here. Yeah,
I'm getting the blue guy.
those who know carry Spyderco. Yeah.
You didn't go with the Edge of the Ghost theme?
No, that's the next shirt, I think. That's the one that you went with, isn't it?
The Edge is a Ghost?
Yeah.
Is that what that actually says on that one?
I have no idea.
I don't think so. I think that one's just
Is it just like?
stylized.
I thought it had words above and below Spyderco there.
It does, but I don't know what it says.
I like
Maybe it's just
the gray and
founded in.
the darker shirt with kind of the Spyderco name with the curly.
Yeah,
curlies
that's the
going
one
off.
that's the one Dennis is getting. The Western charcoal.
The Ed Hardy. The Ed
Can
Hardy
you
shirt?
zoom in
Yeah.
on what it says, by any chance?
No,
Okay,
no, it's blurred
No, you
out.
can't. You can't.
that's a shame.
It says
yeah,
golden on the bottom. Something for you, crafted for you, maybe
Crafted for you, Golden, Colorado.
something like that. Yeah, so that's it. That's reveal 15. Looking at some fanny packs. Oh, I'm sorry, sling bags.
Hey, a fanny pack. Sick. I'm gonna give myself a
Hey,
fanny
a
pack.
sling pack. You know, good times. Good times. Yeah. So, comments, favorite things out of the new reveal, and by that I mean Spyderco's actually 2025 catalog because they're bitches.
My
Like, look
favorite
at this
thing.
2025 catalog that's a bunch of 2024 models. P.S. We got this fancy catalog. It's not affiliated to 2025 in any way. It's just new to us.
It's reveal 17, 2025. It says
My,
it right on the
favorite
cover
thing
of it.
here is the BGZWG, the wolf gray zipper pull that they have down here. That's absolutely got to be
Look.
the best release.
Why you gotta hate, bruh? What's wrong with the red?
It doesn't have a fancy name. It's not wolf red.
Touche.
It's wolf
Yeah,
gray.
it's not. It's not like it's Coyote tan and then olive green in the picture.
Yeah, and then just
Zoom in on that again.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. It's super
I'm like,
misleading.
wait.
Are your
Spyderco-
coyotes not green? Are you telling me that your coyotes are not green, Dennis?
Well,
Well-
he's used to the ones that get high on Nose Hill and then slide down the side of it so they get the grass
yeah.
stains.
That's
So, my older brother was colorblind,
And you
and
told him,
legitimately, all greens were actually brown to him.
yeah.
So, if you had to put Coyote tan on that zipper pull and put that color up, he would have been like, "Yeah, that's Coyote tan." But he's fucking colorblind.
are you saying somebody in
is this-
Spyderco's marketing department might have a problem with their vision?
Isn't this the brother that had a lime green vehicle and a brown vehicle at one point and thought they were the same color?
Correct, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they
Coyote
say.
tan is green versus desert tan that is not green. Why are coyotes green? You're still not answering my question.
Because they get high and slide on the grass.
Grass stains. Come on now.
No.
I kind
rejecting
of like the
your
fanny pack.
premises.
Not as a fanny pack, as a sling bag, but
Well, you guys got anything new other than Spyderco to talk about?
Well, I mean, yeah, we do.
Kershaw.
There's a bunch of- If there are any comments, anyone wants us to see anything, there's Kershaw ZT that just came out.
Yeah.
ZT's got two. One of them's a stupid auto that we can't have in our country anyway. So
CT. Yeah, Kaiusa.com. Well, in the meantime, I'm just going to go to ZT because theirs is pretty short.
Heh.
So the only one under coming soon is the Flipper.
yeah, it's funny. And then when you go to new, actually, both of them are there.
Very weird. But the fixed
So,
blade's not there.
Apparently,
So
the 512 is already available. Then, if that's the case, it is
It's
an add to cart item.
these are both add to cart items. It's interesting.
The other one is too, even though it's a coming
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. Sure is.
Current lead time is 7 to 10 days.
It's
Current
pretty good.
yeah, that's engraving lead time though.
Touche. They're going to engrave the word lead
That's
time on my
interesting.
knife.
That's
That's
very,
stupid.
very interesting. So they came out with a flipper that's also an auto. That's also a button lock. It's
Yeah.
not an auto. I take back the auto part. It's the other knife.
Well, this guy's the auto. This guy's not the auto. Since it's not the auto, it gets the finer jimping because I don't know.
Look,
Less tactical, less tactical.
some percentage of tactical different.
I don't think the number of jimps are equal to the tacticalities.
No, it's not.
Tactical
It's the
plus
depth.
or minus 10%.
It's the depth of the jimps that matter. You see, that's why the blue tick is the most tactical knife that Sabibi's ever
It's
made.
the space between.
Are you calling my Chavez tactical?
It's more tactical.
It's pretty aggressively jimped.
It is, yes.
Is that a sawback, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh, dude, it will saw. It saw so much it's seen.
So, yeah, meh.
Man,
Pretty
on both of these.
look, I'm really happy for the guy that works at Kershaw and ZT that designs all their knives for them. He seems to be doing a great job. But
I mean, they're paying him good.
Yeah, all of his knives feel like the same knife.
There definitely is a design continuity here, for sure.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that the same hands were drawing the lines between all these different models.
And maybe the complaint, because like Ken Onion did that, and I liked a lot of what Ken Onion did, and even if we make fun of him, we're still like, hey, but this new Ken Onion is pretty nice.
Well, yeah, but even Ken Onion...
Yeah, but isn't it gusset?
It's got spirit.
Ken Onion, at least, all of his models, like they're definitively his, but there's a lot of differences between them. I think there may be.
I mean, not everyone can make a wrinkle and then still have a career.
Yeah, no, I think that dude, that was like not arbitrary. He was pissed for some reason. Yeah, I kind of agree with Dennis though. These are very meh. I do like the auto more, generally speaking, with that clip point blade and the I don't know, just the overall vibe of it.
It looks like if Ontario was still around and a good company, they'd make this knife.
But they decide. No shit, hey.
But
they decided.
They're neither nor around, nor were they that good of a company.
They decided to do a button lock, and yet only. I don't know why. I don't know why they keep doing this. This isn't a frame lock. Why the fuck is each side of the handle different?
They did love. Oh, I looked at one. You know, all the homework I did on Spyderco, I did even the equal amount of opposite homework for CT.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was single-sided. What kind of horse shit is that, ZT?
Dude, it makes sense when it's a frame lock. And you would think, like, oh, well, you know, maybe they're just trying to be consistent with some of their older design language. They had, like, titanium on one side and they have a cover scale material on the other. But this one's titanium on both sides, the manual flipper. In S45 VN, by the way, so, okay, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
But really? Why? Why? Do titanium on both sides. For this kind of money, inlay that micarta into the handle. Don't make it the entire scale material. Like put a little bit more effort, guys. Come on.
Oh, dude, if you lipped that like a James brand
inlay, yeah, 100%.
I might actually think it was worth $400 American.
Fuck, dude. Yeah. Just because we've been bitching about Benchmade prices doesn't mean we can't also bitch about everyone else's prices.
Oh, dude, I love ZTs, but I haven't bought a ZT in I don't even know how many years because they've priced me completely out of their market.
Yeah.
It's a true story. It's a true story. And the
Yeah.
ZTs that I do own and carry are becoming less and less every day because when there's other things on the market
Oh, dude.
that are just want to
Thinner
carry
and slicier
more,
and yeah,
it's hard for those ZTs to hold their weight in the drawer still, type of thing, right? Like it's,
yeah,
yeah. So
those weighty drawers.
Well, something's got to pull them down, right?
I like my drawers feather light. Thank you.
Mm, yeah,
It's probably
It's
the
bubble wrap.
right
you don't
answer.
want
It's
them
just
sagging,
bubble. It's just bubble wrap.
Oh,
sagging and
I
soggy.
take that back. That is definitely not the right answer. And I mean,
Yeah,
as far as flipper frame locks go, I mean, if you compare what Kunwu was doing for the same materials, based what ZT is doing, I don't know, man. There's a discrepancy there. And there's a lot of people talking about, oh, the 3D the machines that are needed for 3D machining versus the 2D machining that's being done. It's like it's just a question of wanting to put in the time and the effort to make your knife actually stand out. That's what that is. The industry's gone in a direction where most people are okay with flat pack handles, so that's what we're getting on a lot of American manufacturing because they know they can get away with it.
Well,
just
I
have
could
to do better.
injected mold it for you. You know.
What were you holding up there, Paul?
Subvert.
Yeah, yeah, but that's not American, is it?
No, it's Taiwanese.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying there's better options out there.
100%.
So
Here,
yeah, wheat
I'll do
sauce.
one better.
Dude, the
Hold
subvert
up
is
a Canadian knife.
dude, the subvert is a better ZT than anything ZT's come out with in the last like 5 years.
Yeah, I can buy a Canadian knife for less dollar dues than that ZT, and it comes contoured.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, flipper, kind of button lock S45. I am actually interested in checking this guy out. But again, for the price point, it's like, holy crap, guys.
For
Mm-hmm.
425. Yeah. Yeah. They need to
You
do something different. Either the finishing needs to be different or something to help them
425 USD is just, yeah,
they
that's not
Absurd.
acceptable.
they
Like,
got to do
yeah.
something to help them stand out. Because I want to see ZT succeed, and they have a lot of great designs. And it's not like these are bad knives. It's just like it's harder and harder to justify the cost these days.
New person.
Craig
what is it?
Vincent, thank you for joining us a little late. What are you carrying? We just buzzed through the Spyderco catalog for the new reveals. If you do have a browse on those ones, what are your favorites? No one else in the chat actually said anything. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Oh shit! I called you all out.
Just a little bit of salt and shade there.
I threw it over my shoulder into my audience's eyes. It's, yeah,
Get seasoned.
it's for good luck. It's fine.
It's
for-
good luck. Is it your good luck? And
Exactly. Yeah, it's
Did
my
you
good
steal
luck.
their luck? Is that what happened?
Well, that's what. Yeah. I mean, you gave them salt, so you
No,
get the
it was just
get
the
the luck in
money
return.
after I blinded them with salt.
Yeah. There's nothing else really to talk about with ZT, is there? Like they had that fixed blade, but is that
No, that's
is
not
that
even. Well, I mean, it'll be a new for 2025 because they came out with it halfway through the year, so they'll make an excuse to make it still a new knife and put it on their shelf, so it doesn't look like they just have two weak sauce models for SHOT Show. But that's kind of what they did.
Yeah, we could take
But
it.
they'll be Kershaw ZT, so they can just throw it in with about a dozen other Kershaws that are lackluster, and a launch Iridium, and then everyone will be fine.
So Dick Richards has an answer to nobody in chat giving you commentary, but I think he misunderstood the instructions. I think he was also praising the 15V Yo Jumbo
Okay.
at some point, but then he went on a tangent.
And it wasn't lefties are wrong, Ben. It was lefties are gross. Come on. You're going to try to insult me consistently.
Dennis, lefties could be two things. Come on. Don't try and pigeonhole them.
There's one thing I've learned. It's that I'm right a lot.
I thought you said you were left.
Ugh. Ugh.
You're saying that lefties are
Ugh.
wrong. And I even
Ugh.
joked about being
Yeah, I gotcha.
smart ass and knowing things. I talk shit and I know things. That's what it was.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know. Does anyone have anything to say about this knife? It's a it's a knife. It's a nice
The
knife.
fixie? No, I wish the folder wasn't an auto so I could get it. That's what I wish. Is that
Yeah.
this knife was turned into a folder and then not an auto.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
350 American.
Can you
I
get
don't know.
that for me, Joe?
I feel
Probably
inadequate.
not.
I don't own a single ZT. I'm gonna be honest. My initial response was going to be, "Well, you are," but I mean, modern day ZT. What does it matter?
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
you need a glory days ET.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Like,
have one.
If it
get
Yeah.
an
makes
804.
if it makes you feel any better, of all the ZTs I've had, I only have two, technically three left. One of them's in disrepair though. One of them big chunky 620, and the other one 707.
Just
These
polar
are
opposites.
exactly polar opposites. This one, the only reason I have it was because I had an immediate connection with it. Picked it up, flipped it open. Shit, I'm gonna buy this. Now at the time,
And he broke
it was like 300 Canadian, so much less expensive than what they are today. If you don't have that connection with the ZT, like as soon as you hold it, I don't know if it's worth picking up compared to most other things on the market right now. Yeah.
Well, like I said, go back to the glory days of ZT. Find an old ZT you like, and you probably enjoy it.
Just buy a subvert. These sprint runs are still available, apparently.
But
Yeah, somehow.
or you could just buy a ZT subvert instead. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've seen my ZT collection, and now I had to go somewhere else to fill that fix.
I see what you're saying.
It's like the opposite of all the Spydercos normally, where they're all like pointy tipped. It's like the blade's on backwards.
So, do we care about Kershaw?
We could look through it while we bullshit and chat, but I mean,
Well, we're more or less done for the evening, I think.
Yeah. Just put it up in the background while we say our goodbyes.
pretty much. Yeah.
Have soft grad music going on. Or maybe the closing music from Jurassic Park.
Dancing with arms fully extended.
Sorry. I'm
It's all
not.
good.
I'm not sorry.
Don't be
It's
sorry.
So launch iridiums, you say?
Yeah.
They made it an auto. Oh, and look,
Yeah.
they made an OTF.
Can we talk about the fish knife?
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, that's why I want to talk about it.
They re-released Rainbow Crap in shittier steels.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the fact that they didn't do it with like something in M390 and with like carbon fiber, like really, really did it up just as a limited run, I think is a missed opportunity. But this rainbow trout looks kind of fucked. I mean,
This poor fish.
it
What
all
did they do to it?
it almost looks like the right shape for that fish.
I mean, they
kinda.
chopped its tail off. That's why it's kind of bloody on the back end, right? Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is its tail. They turned it into a guppy. Why
Yeah.
did you turn that trout into a guppy?
It's just a little guy.
He was happy being a trout.
Oh.
And then you made
Why
it
did they
into
put a
an egg.
hole in its head?
Well, that's how they
Oh, what's that Japanese term for when you spike a fish in the head?
Oh, I used to know
For-
that. Yeah.
Is it something Jima?
I don't know.
I'm not gonna say one way or another.
Yeah, I'm gonna accidentally say a swear word in a different language.
Probably.
Yeah, knowing my luck.
So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's still Sandvik steel too, right? They haven't gone anywhere else on that.
The rainbow trout. I mean, probably.
They should have done a rainbow blade on it.
I've done a rainbow trout. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been
Yeah,
smart.
Sandvik Ketos. is
So it
what
was like
Yeah.
hooping rainbows.
I mean, I've said for a long time, I do think that rainbow finish needs to come back. It's cool. It's fairly durable. But Not as the entire
Look.
goddamn knife. Like, use it as like an accent piece. You've been over this. You can do cool shit with it.
No, you do cool shit with it.
I don't have.
We're gonna do this.
Can we just scroll down to the steel choice for a quick second?
8CR.
No.
On this one. What about the other one?
5CR.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was either 5 or 3. I couldn't remember.
Oh, it is actually 8CR. That's better than I expected.
Yeah, this
I
this
saw
one's
the
a
other
4.
one.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, 4CR.
The misdirect is 4CR. The outcome is 8CR.
Which is a shame because I think this is a better looking knife.
The misdirect actually has a normal version of it on the market. That was one of their budget versions, but it's not good.
Yeah.
I do
Not
appreciate
good.
the fact that the pocket clip matches.
Yeah, they actually did a Anno pocket clip. That's kind of nice.
I don't know how you could possibly do it, but it would be really cool if they could do that. Like, remember the coatings back in the day when you would touch them and they would change temperature or change color
Oh,
with temperature?
yeah, that shit would wear away and scratch up so easily.
Yeah, but I want it.
I know. You could do it as an inlay. Once again, inlays solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
It's-
This one suffers from the lock side issue that Kershaw's like to do, where the gap between
Oh.
the parts is this fucking wide.
Yeah, it's a bit gappy.
We're being asked what the best ZT to start with is.
Oh, geez. Well, we could take a look at their current catalog.
I was just gonna say 450.
I mean, any of the Sinkovich models, really.
Yeah.
Can I just view all? Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's go low to high too, as far as price is concerned.
350 is not a bad choice.
350 is a classic. It used to be that the 357 was the cheapest way to go, but I think they're the same price now. They've equalized that. Honestly, yeah, I mean, Sinkoviches tend to be
770.
yeah. If you want a big
Sinkovich-
knife, I do think the 452 is still a good option. Still a nice knife, but
That's a silly knife. What kind of asshole would buy that?
you know what?
On
I'd
modern
say
options, I don't know. If you're looking for
the Hinder, or I would say the
Well,
562 or the 562
if you're looking for
Ti.
beefy, the 562s are still hold their own.
562 Ti is amazing.
It's a pretty
It's
solid
lighter
knife.
than the carbon fiber knife.
It's a tank. Like, but you got to realize too, if
It's
you're
not.
getting ZTs,
It's
you gotta,
light.
well, no, but the size of it—that's not a small knife, dude.
Oh no, for sure.
You
It's
got to
a
know
large
going
knife.
in when you're buying a ZT that you're getting a full size, like Chikonk, like
Sure.
anything you buy.
Hey,
short of like
guys.
Joe's 707, right?
Guys, this 562 Ti is listed as having MagnaCut
MagnaCut
as its standard option now.
at a 62 to 64 Rockwell.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Please note that older models use CPM 20CV blade steel. Current production models are built with CPM MagnaCut. Okay,
Well,
Interesting.
I have.
like those words.
Here's a hot take. I think the 20CV was a better choice. Because the geometry for these knives was so thick, you were never going to break them or blow chips out of them to begin with. So you didn't really need the extra toughness that MagnaCut would afford. The
Don't mind me, I'm
20CV,
just gonna blow chips over here.
20CV is going to hold a better edge. So I don't know. They're doing it for the marketing, makes sense, and they're going to sell more because of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're losing out if you find one in 20CV. I don't think holding out for the MagnaCut option is necessarily the thing to do.
Think
Unless
about
you're
how
going
much
for-
damage you could do.
I mean, not saying 20CV is not stainless in any way, but if you're going for the uber durable, forget it, set it and forget it knife.
Do these things use ceramic bearings yet, or are they still
They
on the
do,
440C?
No, they are on ceramic bearings.
Okay.
Sounds made up.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it depends on what you like. MagnaCut's not a bad steel by any stretch, and you are getting it at a higher hardness than I think you would get.
Yeah, you
The-
know,
the
Magna
20
Cut's
Do
CV
they have a
ad.
weight for this knife here?
Yeah, further down, I think it's 5.3 ounces. It's pretty.
Okay.
It's pretty chunky.
That's actually heavy for what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a Chikonk, but
Well,
it's
The
a
pockets.
ZT.
The
Yeah.
carbon,
Yeah, but the pockets.
The carbon
Pockets.
The pockets.
the carbon fiber version is 5.5 ounces. It's really
What about the pockets?
Oh, interesting. Oh, so the carbon fiber version is still using 20 CV. Haha. Okay, so the full tie is going for the Magna Cut. Okay, but yeah, to more directly answer your question, I still do think that the 562 is like, you want kind of old world ZT tough. This is about as close as you're going to get, I
Yeah.
think.
This is probably short of the 350, which were weird and fat and wedgy behind the edge, blah, blah, blah. Short of the 350s or the 308s, the only glory day or ZT that still exists is probably the 562. Sinkovich to some degree.
Yeah, the 450, the 452. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
I like
you know,
this one.
they didn't say shit. There was no announcement. Sweet fuck all. I have to wonder now. Are they changing blade steels on anything else? Nope. This is
Well,
still
they'll
S35.
probably announce it in the SHOT Show
This is still S35. Okay, so yeah, I mean
to make their 2-week offerings sound like they're better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see.
That's pretty much it.
I've got one of those.
Yeah.
Spada XL?
The XL Spada, yeah.
Mm.
It's great. It suffered under some leaking. I need to clean it up a little bit, but
Your spot is leaking?
well, something leaked on it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think you're talking about a knife anymore, Paul.
No, I had
my spot is leaking.
I had the what is it called? The etchant for titanium anodizing. That bottle just spontaneously developed a crack and was slowly leaking out.
That's not great.
No. It's not too bad, but it will need some metal polish.
Anyone else in chat have anything fun and new that we haven't covered? New brands that or old brands that are coming out with stuff that we don't know about. I think I'm missing one thing that came out, but I don't remember what it was. So take that.
Yeah.
Straight line EDC?
Don't know.
What's this now?
That was the one I was talking about last week. Straight line EDC.
No. It's not that bullshit. Let's just see here. Oh yeah, there is a couple things. Protech and Vero made a collab. So the Vero Synapse is now a Protech.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just blew Joe's mind.
Bam, Joe.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, that's probably a fucking automatic,
That's
isn't
a
it?
thing. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, balls. Okay. Oh, that's a sweet looking knife. Okay. Half aluminum, half G10 handle.
When you mess with the Warrior.
What? Is the top side G10, bottom side aluminum? Or is this like a bolstery type situation?
I'm guessing it's bolster-esque.
Is it a dual action with that friggin' hole cut in the backside?
No. No way.
Sure?
No way. Look how little access you get there.
You can get to it.
Protech Auto Treatment. Aluminum button machined in black anodizing. Vero engineered Jeep carry clip.
Black G10 top securely anchored to machined aluminum bottom.
Yeah. Black lip pearl inlaid push button satin hardware.
Is that a machined aluminum bottom you got there?
Are you just happy to see me?
No, it's a black anodized aluminum lower half. Thank you very much.
Wow. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why they wouldn't just do all G10.
So there you go, bitch. That's the thing.
Aluminum. That's pretty cool. I'm happy for Vero.
I like the Vero stuff.
I'm happy they're doing some American-made Vero options now. That's kind of cool.
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean,
They
make
make a
it just
knife.
a button lock with the groovies, and that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a fun flick.
Oh, dude, give it the same mechanism that the Chibata had. Squeeze the blade to have it pop open. That'd be cool.
Ciabatta.
Yeah.
I thought so too. I thought so too.
Yeah, it's delicious.
And then there's a new, I don't know how new it is, but I've been getting some like not bad ads for it lately. It's called Sharp Works with an X.
Sharpworks, huh?
Yeah.
Sharpworks.net. Let's go. Get razor sharp knives with Sharpworks guided sharpeners.
This thing kind of looks okay, but
Hey, a
it looks,
sliding shelf for your stones.
That's neat. I dig that.
That's pretty okay.
there's a couple things, including the original system too, right? Like it's a little
Yeah.
grindy thing that you can put any stone into, set
Mhm.
any angle to.
Yeah, the guided sharpener for where it holds your blade and you take it to the stone. I've seen ads for the Sharpworks on Instagram for sure.
Yeah, it just kind of popped up within the last kind of like month or so for me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I looked a little bit
Specifically
more
this
into
one
it.
here.
The
Where
Clampy, the new one, yeah, that they've come out with.
Oh, is this the new one? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think the original one was just the one with the like rod with the stones, and then now this is his new.
Okay, no. The one with the rod was the one that I've been seeing ads for.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this looks pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm into that.
And to my knowledge, not crazy pricing on this thing because it's a fairly rudimentary system, and it's not actually coming with its own like stones or proprietary. Like use whatever whetstone you
Well,
want.
they're saying you need to have, at least for this one, you need to have a 180 millimeters, I just call it 18 centimeters by 6 centimeters by 8 millimeter stones. I don't know if they have to be that exact size.
That one
But I
doesn't.
think the original one was a clampy kind of like you could use any
The
whetstone.
rubber clamp that you can.
Yeah.
I think I like that better.
I like the guided arm.
Yeah, the guided arm is neat.
Well, and I thought that that clampy thing for chisels and stuff was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And even for just like a rest for learning, like maintaining angles on knives and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'd feel very much more confident about getting that 9 to 12 degrees on a Miyabi.
So with the
that
diamond
guided
stone and guided arm, it would be 217 CAD on sale right now. But who knows what their
but that
sales
jumps
are actually
$100
like.
for the diamond stone.
It's 150. Huh. Well, that's a diamond
Yeah.
stone with a guided arm, right?
Yeah, but if you, I saw when you changed the price there, it went from like 107 to 217 or 117 to 217 without the, like if you took the stone out of
Yeah,
there,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
108.
Yeah, but if that thing's not adjustable,
You'd have to get there or know what stones were compatible with it and do some homework before you bought it to know the stones
Well,
that you'd be able to use in it.
and that's what I think. I think with the diamond stones and that little clampy angle thing, I think you need to have specifically sized stones for that to work. But with the guided arm, it looks like that stone is just left to rest.
Yeah, it's just like a rubber stone holder that you could buy generically from us if you wanted to. Like it's
Yeah. It does look like those shelves aren't adjustable though, so it has to be small enough to fit within that crevice.
see, that's the thing. The original photos that you were looking at had it with the rubber-footed adjustable clamp, and now here it looks like it's a set size.
Does it have adjustable options? Because here that does not look adjustable.
No, it was in earlier pictures when you first went to the website.
I can go back to the other page.
And maybe they've updated it to their own proprietary now because they've gotten a partnership with some of the stones.
Craig's wondering if anyone can explain to him how the Bodacious is not just a shaman without a choil. That's exactly what it is. It's called marketing. Some people like him, some people don't. That's why you have a native and not a native.
Do you like choils and contours? then you should stick with the old knife.
Well, and just for the record, you were trying to convert these prices to American dollars.
Yeah.
This is all in CAD, so
Yep.
275 is not too bad.
No. No, I was just curious as far as the American viewers are concerned. Being
Okay.
relatively inexpensive for them. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Looking at the setup, it does not look like it. I would just buy it with their Diamond Stone. I don't think this is likely to work with other stones that are wildly different. Now, that being said, I haven't really compared a lot of diamond stones to each other. I don't really know what the variation is as far as sizes.
Well, and again, without doing too much homework, I mean, without knowing,
Do you see the
it's entirely
difference there, Joe? The SharpWorks Professional 2? How it looks different?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's the new
entirely
one.
possible that the first one
Can
that
you
you were
click on
looking at,
that?
Joe, that's a universal size. So it's very possible that those millimeter, they've got weird millimeter sizes and we're not used to seeing it. But if they were to just tell us it's a 2 by 8 inch stone, you'd be like, oh, that works for everything type of idea, right?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if we did the homework and the size they're using is a compatible size with other stones too.
Well, that's what I'm wondering if, because this looks like you can put different stones in it and it will
This,
clamp.
yeah. Okay, so the SharpWorks Professional 2, this looks like it does clamp.
And this is what the ads that I had seen is mainly for this, right?
Right. So
What's
if
the
you
cost of this without
I'll be right
stones?
back.
sounds good. This is definitely the more expensive system. 400 Canadian with no stone.
Woof.
Now that does allow you to use whatever stones you like, and it's a good clamping system. I like this.
What's it worth with the stone?
So with just just the diamond stone option, you go up to 456. It's 150 Canadian more, and it's 200 Canadian more,
It's 50 more, not
isn't it?
150
Oh,
more.
sorry. Yeah, I thought it was lower.
'Cause
I
it's
thought it was closer to
398.
3. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
So
all good.
50 more, and then it's 100 more for the diamond stone and the 600 grit stone, which I think is, or sorry, 6,000 grit stone, which I think is ceramic. So for 500, this is definitely getting back into that price range where you may as well be looking at something like, was it the KME that had the diamond stones on the clamp? The benefit to this though is you have a much wider kind of turning radius, if that makes sense. You could use much larger knives on this thing, and it should work just fine.
I think this is basically that system that you were just talking about that I've already forgotten the name of.
But just done up in reverse, where you're moving the knife instead of the stone.
Done up for kitchen knives rather than done up for pocket knives.
Yeah, to be honest, I think. Oh yeah, go for it.
I was just going to say, I don't know if we mentioned or commented on Craig's comment. If you've heard of SharpWorks, how are their diamond stones? Literally, no. Have no idea how their actual stones are or how their systems are. This just came on the radar literally this week. So
yeah. What's his name? Outdoors 55 or 555. He does a lot of sharpening videos on YouTube, and he's got some interesting opinions. I'll say that, but but the stuff that he presents as mostly factual, I think, is accurate enough. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of his conclusions, but if you're curious as far as how they stack up to other stones, I would check out his channel first. He actually goes into detail with a microscope and looks at his edges with a little bit more of a fine-toothed comb, so to speak, rather than anecdotal evidence.
Can you get the original with the 2 stones?
No.
You can only get it with the diamond stone?
With the diamond stone and the guided arm if you want it.
Okay.
I mean the guided arm. Yeah, this is certainly the cheaper way of doing it, but it means that you have to go with that one size of stone.
But if it is an 8 by 2 inch stone,
then you're fine. Yeah, if you already have a selection of 8 by 2 inch stones,
I'll buy a shunned ceramic to go with it and be done.
Yeah.
And a angle guide so I can raise this thing up a little bit more because of the thickness of the extra stone.
Well, it's funny. This one, is that a bubble jig that it has on the
yeah,
on the
sure
arm?
is.
Okay.
I guess that rod you want parallel, and then the angle guide is on the other side.
I suppose.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you get your choice between a 25 and a 15 degree angle, as far
That's your
as
only 2 choices.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of sucks. Now you can always, use your phone, get a protractor app or something like that, and measure the angle yourself. If you want something a bit more granular, you have that technology in your pocket right now, or you're watching it right now, so to speak.
Mhm.
Um, Man, $500. I don't know.
I didn't realize the price point on that was quite that high.
Yeah.
Jesus, you could make something for less money than that.
Well, I'm looking at these components, and honestly, the hardened steel rod that they're using uh, for their guided setup here, the castings maybe, like if they're getting all these clamps and things made bespoke for them, this is probably like not a terrible cost. Wait a fucking second, those stops are 3D printed. You kind of lost me on that. Now,
Yeah.
providing your customers with a 3D, like an STL file, in case you need to make new brakes of some sort, that's one thing. But for a finished product that you're selling for $500,
Well,
you already
you're
have
also
all these other components that are cast or made out of plastic or aluminum or something. Dude, the head for this guide rod is 3D printed as well.
yeah.
No, no, I'm sorry, you lost me. For
I don't know
proto,
if you saw
So,
Ben's comment in chat either.
no.
I'm worried about these types of sites with the hurry, only one left in stock. The like predatory.
Yeah, I had kind of said earlier, like I'm not sure how I feel about their marketing here. Only one
Yeah.
unit's left in stock. Sale ending in in 9 hours? Yeah, come on.
and the sale ends over and over again consecutively for 24 hours. It just resets and whatever, right? Like it's, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now, everything about deep diving into this kind of seems like this price point, this particular system is just like, mm, probably not the best option, a little bit scammy so it's out there, but the technology for what they're doing,
This idea is cool as hell.
the
I
idea is
like it.
yeah,
solid. I can't wait for Worksharp to copy them and come up with a better version that is less money and better.
you
Hmm.
bet. Yeah.
Um,
Workshop makes this for $100. I'm in.
Because
Like,
like this extruded aluminum frame, I'm trying to price out all the components in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I don't see this costing more than like maybe $100 worth of materials, and then all
even
you're
cost. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
like there's no way it can cost up to $100 here.
We're being asked if we go live every Sunday. I think it's more fair to say that we go live most Sundays.
Yeah, almost every Sunday. Emergency crisis and or
Comic Con.
trade shows that yeah, conventions that some of us have to do for work. Sometimes we can't make the Sundays. But yeah, we try to, Craig, for sure.
We
Yeah.
also try to announce if we're not going to be around at the end of these videos and usually as an announcement on our page if we remember.
If we remember, that's a big if sometimes,
Well,
but yeah.
Um,
That being said, I
it
think
wasn't a judgment, it was just a statement.
we only lost how many episodes did we not do last year? Less than
I have no
five.
idea.
I think
I know
we
we've missed 2 this year so far.
yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
not a great track record, but yeah.
Consecutively, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'd almost like to circle back to that whole like track system that they had that was the slidey thing that yes, you had to
Yeah.
use their specific stones in,
Oh.
but that theory, if you could get a track system that varied widthwise,
Well, that's
like
what
this way,
their more
yeah.
expensive setup is. It's just no idea why it costs what it does.
Hey Joe, you want to hear something exciting?
Yes.
Apparently, you can get this model is available on a lot of popular 3D printing model sites. So you can just 3D print your own,
Is that where they got this build?
probably.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Which
Well, that's
means
not
that
great.
Worksharp can absolutely
Well, if
take it and
it's
make it their own.
yeah, if it's commonly available, then there's no patenting or trademarking anything. So
Yeah.
that being said, for anyone out there who may be thinking about building one of these systems for themselves, you need a higher degree of rigidity than what you're going to get from anything 3D printed for sharpening, just to make sure that your angles are kept consistent. So at the very least, these guide rods and the base need to be made out of something sturdy. But dude,
So
you could do it out of
the other
wood.
thing with this too, Joe,
You
is
could
if you
use
treat it
wood.
well, yeah, for sure. Well, and even if you're reinforcing with a couple pieces of wood inside the blocks to add rigidity and things like that, but ultimately, like you could almost refer to this as almost training wheels. has freehand sharpening and things like that,
Oh,
right?
dude.
So
I'm not gonna just put my Black Series friggin' Miyabi on a stone and start going to town on it. You know what I mean? But with this, I would absolutely give it a thrashing, so to
Yeah.
speak. A thruppence.
The Robins. Yeah.
so good times, good times.
Yeah, I really like this idea. Genuinely.
It's solid. And honestly, looking at this and just thinking about the cost of everything, it's like, yeah, I don't know that you shouldn't make this yourself. This would be a pretty simple project to do.
So Joe, what you need to do?
Hey Ben, you want to start a business?
Well, I was gonna say not even 3D printing, just mill some aluminum parts with
Well,
some threaded rod.
the aluminum plate alone for something that big would not be cheap. But yeah.
Yeah, but you could modify this design so the only pieces of aluminum would be like the whole pieces holding the threaded rod and the pieces that were clamped onto the blade, and everything else could still be 3D printed, and you'd be fine,
Yeah, for the most part.
right?
I might
So
do
you
the
and you and Ben
leveling
need to
block.
chat, is what I'm hearing. Is a little collab skis on a money making thing, and this stone system is clever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's copying what is off. Maybe I shouldn't even say this out loud if we're going to be looking at this down the line. But you know what this basically is?
That's a knife sharpening system, Joe.
No, you twat. I'm
You
talking...
sharpen knives. I hear you can sharpen knives with it.
No, I'm thinking specifically of a machinist's vise, but there's these cheap ones you can get that what they do is that they screw in and out like this, and there's a flat table underneath for you to hold things like, I don't know, sharpening stones. You got to be careful because you're applying a lot of torque when you do this with a little screw like that. You don't need a lever arm that big for putting in sharpening stones, but all I'm saying is there's cheaper ways of getting things done.
That machinist vise looks like it has rubber jaws too, so that's nice.
Now this is just a little, what do they call this? Heavy duty 2.5-inch machine vise. Yeah, okay.
Does it open its mouth 8 inches, Joe?
Well, no, 2.5 inches. So
Oh,
you'd be setting your stone in the opposite way.
Yeah, this anaconda
don't want none.
No.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't need. This is not a precision piece of equipment, but you don't need precision equipment for this. Not for that. You need something rigid. Anyway.
Innuendo.
Well, you know.
I do.
A little stiffy pee going on.
Yeah,
Well,
a little stiffy pee.
There's some kind of a stiffy. You know, something's got to be stiff.
Oh,
It's that
only
rod.
if you're on Kunwoo's side.
That rod right there. It's got to be anyway.
Kunwoozy.
The old Kunwoozium.
$500, Jeebus. Yeah, they must be doing well for
Did they
themselves.
leave a
gentlemen.
slot for magnets?
That's some crazy markup, but yeah.
That is the real question. Did they leave spots for magnets so you can sharpen your knives? Because we all know
Oh,
you need magnets.
I see what you're saying. I don't like it,
This-
but I see it.
This was a BYOM situation.
Ah,
Yeah.
I understand.
It's terrible that you do, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, sometimes you just got to bring your own magnets.
against my will, you know.
Anything else? We're past 9 at this point. Good Lord.
Oh Jesus,
We could
let's
wrap
get
it
out
up.
of here.
Yeah.
I got butter chicken to cook.
Oh, you butter.
Really? You haven't been cooking that slow for like 8 to 12 hours by now? You
No.
heathen.
No, I made rice earlier. It's in the fridge. I've been marinating the chicken all day. It's all been sliced up and it's been seasoned.
Nice.
So it's just
Okay.
it's gonna be mango chipotle butter chicken.
I was about to give you some praises for at least marinating for a long time, and then you threw mango chipotle out there.
Sounds delicious to me. I don't know what your
take
problem
it all
is.
back because you're
I
making
mean-
fucking buttered chicken. You
I'm
asshole.
I'm out of a jar.
You asshole.
Out of a jar, sir.
Dennis
out of a jar.
Dennis has some opinions. And for the record, Chipotle
Well, there he
mango.
was. Yeah, I'm okay with fusion. Don't get me wrong.
If you're gonna Chipotle my mango, you better be putting it on some fucking sashimi. I mean, don't do it to my chicken.
Oh no,
Come
I'm
on
okay
now.
with it. That's the rub that I suggested in the
Are you
first
are you suggesting to me that there's not mango dishes in India?
I'm not saying there aren't. I'm saying there shouldn't be.
You're
No, how
wrong.
many
Mango and
peppers
Chipotle,
there are in-
they can
I don't know
enjoy
about
each
the
other's.
Chipotle. You
They
got
can
that.
they can enjoy their company from across the plate. They don't not need to be mixed. I'm
I
sorry.
had a little look. It's a little Mexican Indian fusion. It's just gonna be Drano at the end of the
I
day.
was gonna say you can't just call something fusion and expect it to be better than it is.
I'm going to
Don't
shat my
worry, it's
pants.
fusion.
Yeah, it's gonna start saying that now.
Yeah. Was that a warning?
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with me now, unfortunately.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, we gotta run away.
It was fun. It was fun. We'll be
Yeah.
back next Sunday, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason we wouldn't be.
The shot show is going to be happening, so I imagine there'll be shit to talk about.
Oh, there better be.
Yeah.
I better have some silly
Hey,
bullshit
look.
to look at.
If there's shit to talk about, great. If there's not shit to talk about, that's shit to talk about.
I mean,
Wow.
I could
mean-
bitch for an entire episode.
That straight
we-
line torque tool is going to be hard to beat. I'm saying.
Could. Come on now. We made a career on that.
I mean, I'll put a couple gems in front of you, wave them, dangle them like carrots, then let you roar like a donkey.
Was that a
don't know.
fucking gem
What is
pun?
happening right now?
Dangle it like carrot. Dangle the gems like carrots. Like
What?
carrots in the gems, like a 20, like a 1 carat diamond, 2, you know.
Like the size of a gem?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't that clever. He
Oh.
accidented into that.
Because that
No.
that hurt.
I can't take credit for that.
Oh, it was good. Like it hurt me on a spiritual level.
It's okay.
Yeah. No, he just
Sometimes
thought carrots
those
and
are the
donkeys.
best ones.
Oh my god.
He was gonna put carrots in his ass. Ultimately.
Please don't. At least wait for me to
Um,
leave the stream.
No, his donkey, his ass.
Oh, I get it.
I mean, about this much at a time.
Yeah. He's gonna let his ass nibble on a carrot.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get to the root, you know?
Get to nibbling.
Get to the nibbling. All right, Nibbles.
Yeah.
That's all we got here tonight. I think we're back next week. Like I said, nothing stopping us. We got Shot Show. It'll be a good time. Thanks to everyone joining us. Thanks to the Cutting Edge Cutlery Co. for dropping some new bombs on the pre-orders. Everything
Hell
you
yeah.
saw is pretty much pre-ordered. I think the only thing we didn't pre-order, and I'm not even kidding, I'm not lying, this is truth, facts. Spy 27 Man Book.
Oh,
I
okay.
think was the
But the-
only thing that got passed on.
But the dragonfly's coming in.
Dragonfly's coming.
That makes me happy.
Yeah,
That's
the
right,
man
you
bug, they
greedy
didn't
bitch.
sell terribly well, unfortunately.
Too small. No
When we-
pocket clip.
Yeah.
There's a weird line for that, and all of a sudden you get into grasshopper, non-slip it, but you also get a third of the price territories.
100%.
And for anyone who's looking at a Spyderco, sometimes a grasshopper's enough, or a honeybee. You know,
Look,
Yeah.
sometimes
I
you just
desperately
need a
tried.
honeybee.
I desperately tried the line of it's Canadian legal to fly with, but nobody was biting.
Yeah.
Except for me and us.
And me.
Yeah, me
But
and us.
then I did this to it, so it's better now. See.
Well, and I put a lanyard on mine, so it's also better now. It's all better now.
Normally I disagree, but that knife actually is better with a lanyard.
Yeah, I would put a lanyard on that one too.
I'd probably get you to do that.
Yeah, all right. I can do that for you.
You know how I said it like that? Because
Yeah.
the way it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do it.
Because of the way it is. Fuck. Oh.
I'm pretty sure
Look.
I'm using that more often.
Yeah,
too.
you should.
All I'm saying, as far as lanyards go, is lanyards are awful, but if you're gonna do it, the way that I do it is the right way to do it.
And at least do it on a baby knife.
Yeah, because it makes sense on a baby knife. What are you doing putting a lanyard on your fucking military? Come on.
No, just on my neck knives
No,
and my
not
baby knives.
You are more just yelling into the void.
I
And
know.
actually, sometimes I got some fixies that I don't mind. Strangely enough, on bigger fixies, sometimes I don't mind.
It's nice to get your knife out of the sheath.
Sure.
You get a really good retention on it.
That,
Hello.
and when you're holding back to chop with it, but when are you doing either of those things with a large pocket knife or even a medium-sized one?
Pocket
Stop trying
knives,
to
no.
control me, Joe.
What do you have that
Yeah.
has a lanyard on your pocket knife, Dennis?
Nothing. But
Good.
stop trying to control me. So if I want to chop with my pocket knife, That's fine.
If you put a
I don't need
lanyard,
a lanyard to do it. I'll still do it.
yeah, all right.
There's a ZT301 there that I've bastardized in so many ways and then chopped wood with it.
Look, you need to lanyard one to another so you have knife chucks.
You've floated this idea before, and I'm shooting it down once again.
That's fine. I'll just thank the people on Instagram that continue to follow us.
It's a good call.
Hello. Yeah.
Good
I'm
times.
gonna start. I might try out some posts again. We'll see how this new iteration of meta likes knife posts.
Yeah, we'll see.
Also, past, present, future, anyone who's contributed on Patreon, we really do appreciate you guys. Month after month, year after year, tuning in, joining us for our shenanigans. Anything
they're
that
all
we
right.
do contribute pretty much goes back to you guys because it's a good time. So
Yeah, but knife prices keep going up, so it's going to be a longer stretch between now and then.
Well, Jesus, the way Zoom keeps improving or increasing their pricing too, that's something else. We got to talk about a new streaming platform. But anyway, that's a discussion
Okay.
for another day.
Discord.
on that note, yeah, I think we've thanked everyone, more or less. You know,
think so.
Indeed.
I mean,
Thanks
even the
to
guys who
all of
joined
you.
us and just made fun of me being left-handed.
Yeah.
Thank you, especially.
Thanks to Craig for finding our stream. Welcome.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Indeed.
nonsense. We will probably make you mad at some point or another.
Oh yeah, we'll offend, but I mean, you know, it's probably in good taste. So
It's meant with love.
yeah. We offend with love.
Yeah.
Alrighty, gentlemen. Back again next week, 7:15 Mountain Standard Time. Thanks for joining us. I am who I am. I'm Dennis Vipers.
I am the Iron Joe.
And I'm XL.ca.
And we'll see you all next week. Take care and bye-bye for now.
Toodaloo.
Bow, 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 bow.
And Ben pledges to continue to make fun of your left-handedness in the future.